You can hear this guitarist, producer, arranger, and songwriter on a ton of Philly soul sessions from the 1960s through the 1980s. He was one of the first members of the house band for Gamble and Huff's Philadelphia International label's mother, father, sister, brother band. This guitarist wrote the guitar parts and then used them to create his original arrangements for strings and horns. The centerpiece of today's video is all about Norman Harris. Now before we start, let's be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and push that notification bell to be sure you won't miss out on any more content. Now, without further ado, let's cue that intro. Born Norman Ray Harris on October 14th, 1947 in Danville, Virginia, he's the cousin of Major Harris and his niece is the singer Liz Hogue. At a young age, Harris started teaching himself how to play the guitar in his teens. He then made his professional debut in local bars, frequently playing with bassist Ronnie Baker and subsequently drummer Earl Young, as well as in the house band at the Philadelphia Uptown Theater. They collaborated with Joe Tarzia, the proprietor of Sigma Sound Studios, to arrange a deal for Golden Fleece, a record label and music publishing company, after they were involved in so many hits. After being introduced to Harris by WDAAS, DJ Jimmy Bishop, the vocal group, First Choice started recording for Bell Records' Philly Groove label. Then the hits began to come, starting with Armed and Extremely Dangerous, Smarty Parts,
They call me Smarty Pants, Smarty Pants.
The Player, and Newsy Neighbors. When Harris started his own South Soul distributor, Goldmine label in 1979, he signed First Choice. Harris also became a recorded artist. In 1979, Harris paired up with Ronnie Baker and Earl Young as Baker. Harris and Young releasing a self-titled album. Harris was a leading arranger for Kenny Gamble and Leon Huff's Philadelphia International Records label in his early years during the 1970s and played guitar on many recording sessions. He also played with Vince Montana's Salzo Orchestra, with several members of MFSB left after financial disagreements with Gamble and Huff in 1974. He later founded his own production company in the mid-1970s called The Harris Machine. In 1980, he released his only solo album, The Harris Machine, on Philadelphia International. He later arranged and produced soul and R&B acts during the 60s, 70s, and 80s, including Blue Magic, The Tramps, First Choice, The Dells, The Four Tops, The Temptations, The Whispers, Eddie Kendricks, Barbara Mason, Curtis Mayfield, Bunny Sigler, Joe Simon, South Shore Commission, Executive Suite, Lolata Holloway, Eddie Holman, Double Exposure, Love Committee, and his cousin Major Harris. Some songs that Harris wrote were Zing with the Strings of My Heart by the Tramps,
Guess I'll always will. I hope we'll never.
Stop the Start by Blue Magic,
So we can start all over again.
A Mother for My Children by the Whispers, Willie Roundtree by Another World, I Had a Love by Ben E. King,
See, I was careless.
and Lady in Red by Ronnie Dyson, to name a few. On March 20th, 1987, Harris passed away of cardiovascular disease at the age of 39. In 2016, Harris was inducted into the Musicians Hall of Fame and Museum. Now, before we go, I have a question for you all. What is your favorite song that Norman Harris produced?